So we want to learn how to sketch the curve of a quadratic function. And in doing that, we are going to follow these steps to help us sketch these curves. So the first thing is to find the turning point of the curve, that is the vertex. You find the turning point, and then you find the intercept on the x-axis, you find the intercept on the y-axis, you plot these points, and then we join them together. As easy as that. So we have a question on the board. We want to sketch this quadratic function, and then we have to find the minimum value for this quadratic function. So in doing that, let's identify our a. Our a is going to be 1, our b is going to be -4, and then our c is going to be what? -5. So to find the turning point, we are going to, let's say the turning point, that is the vertex. We are going to have the x coordinate and then the y coordinate. To find the x coordinate, we are going to use x is equal to -b all over 2a. So from here, our b is equal to what? -4 all over 2. Our a is 1. So we have our x coordinate to be what? 4 over 2, which is the same as what? 2. That is the x coordinate. Now, the moment we find our x coordinate, we are going to substitute the x coordinate into the quadratic function to find its corresponding y coordinate. So we have x squared minus 4x minus 5. Our x is equal to 2, so we have 2 squared minus 4, 2 minus what? 5. So we have our y coordinate to be 4 minus 8 minus what? 5. So we have, this will give us 13 minus 4, we have minus 9. So the turning point, we are going to have the coordinates 2 and then -9. So we are done with the turning point. Once we find the turning point, we find the intercept on the x-axis. So on the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. So on the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. So we have y is equal to, so we are saying that y is equal to 0. So we have 0 is equal to x squared minus 4x plus 5. So this is a quadratic equation, so we have to solve it to find the value of x. Using the factorization approach, we are going to have x squared plus x minus 5x minus 5 is equal to 0. So we have, factorizing x out, we have x plus 1 minus 5, we have x plus 1, and that is equal to 0. So we can say that our x minus 5 and then x plus 1 is equal to 0. So from here we can say that our x is equal to 5 or x is equal to -1. So on the x-intercept, we have the coordinates 5, what, 0, and we have -1, 0. That is on the x-intercept. Now let's look at the intercept on the y-axis. So on the y-intercept or intercept on the y-axis, x is going to be 0. So we have our y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 5. So we are saying that x is equal to 0. We have 0, 0, and then -5. So we can see that our y is equal to -5. So on the y-intercept, we are going to have the coordinates 0 and then -5. Now that we have these coordinates, we have the x-intercept, we have the turning point, and then we have the y-intercept. We are going to plot these points on the Cartesian plane, and then we join them together. So now that we have our Cartesian plane, we are just going to plot these points on the x and y plane. So the first point that we are going to plot is the turning point. So the turning point, we have 2, -9. So these 2 and the -9 is going to be at this very part. So these are our turning points. And then we move on to the x-intercept. On the x-intercept, we have 5, 0. So 5, 0 is going to be here. And then we have -1, 0. -1, 0 is probably going to be here. And then we have, let me write the coordinates, 2, -9. We have 5, 0. And then we have -1, 0. Then move on to the y-intercept. On the y-intercept, we have 0, -5. So we have 0 and then -5 is going to be here. Now once we have this, we just join them together. So we have, and then after that you write the equation here. We have y is equal to x squared minus 4x minus 5. So this is how we sketch the curve of a quadratic function. As easy as that. Let's try and see if you can take one more example and then we run out of here. So we want to sketch the curve of this quadratic function. So we have to identify our a. Our a is equal to -2. Our b is equal to 5. And then our c is equal to 0. Then we find our turning point. So in finding the turning point, we are going to find the x coordinates using the formula -b all over 2a. So we can say that our x is equal to minus our b is what? Our b is 5 all over 2. Our a is what? -2. So we are going to have -5 all over -4. So we can see that our x is equal to 5 over 4. Now that we know the x coordinates, we can find our y coordinate by substituting the x coordinates into the quadratic function. So we have 5 multiplying 1.25 minus 2, 1.25 all squared. So when we do the algebra, we are going to have 25 all over 8. Our y is equal to 3.125. Therefore, our turning point, which is TP, is equal to 1.25, 3.125. Once we are done with the turning point, we move to the intercept on the x-axis. On the x-axis, or intercept on the x-axis, our y is going to be what? 0. So we have y is equal to 5x minus what? 2x squared. We are saying that on the x-intercept, y is equal to 0. So our y is equal to 0. So from here, we can factor x out. We are left with 5 minus what? 2x. And that is equal to 0. So you can say that our x is equal to 0, or 5 minus 2x is equal to 0. So we have 2x is equal to 5. So you can say that our x is equal to 2.5. So on the x-intercept, we have 0, 0, and 2.5, what? 0. Now once we have this, we look at the intercept on the y-axis. So on the y-intercept, our x is going to be what? 0. So we have 0, and then 1, 0. So we are going to have y is equal to 0. So on the y-intercept, we are going to have 0, comma what? 0. So that is on the y-intercept. Now we have the x-intercept, the turning point, and then the y-intercept. What we are going to do is to plot this point on the Cartesian plane. So let's plot this point on the Cartesian plane. Let's start with the turning points. On the turning point, we have 1.25. So this is 1.25 will be somewhere around here. And then 3.125. So I think they will be somewhere here. So we have 1.25. And then we have, so this is the turning point. And then we have on the x-intercept, we have 0, 0, and then 2.50. So we have here 0, 0, and then 2.5 or 0, which is going to be here. And then on the y-intercept, we also have 0, which is going to be at this 0 point. So we can join them. So we have our y is equal to 5x minus what? 2x squared. So this is the sketch of the quadratic function that we started with. This brings us to the end of today's lesson. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.